Hi, I'm April Griffith with Premier Utah Real Estate. We have invited Jeff England with Citywide Home Loans to talk to us about FHA loans. We're currently sitting in our model home in Grantsville, Utah with the development of the Highlands. Jeff, what is a FHA loan?
Well, an FHA loan is a great loan program. It's a government-backed loan, so it stands for Federal Housing Administration. So it's backed by that government, so we can do a lot of other options that we have a little more flexibility with.
So who can qualify for an FHA loan?
Anybody that wants to qualify as far as minimum down payment programs. A lot of times you think FHA loan programs are first-time home buyer programs. They're great for first-time home buyers, but they're not necessarily used for first-time home buyers. They can be used for anybody that's selling a home and they want to use minimum down payment for a home purchase.
Is there like a cap on that limit of an FHA?
For certain areas, yes. I mean, you have for certain parts of the state, especially Tooele County, there's a certain cap. Something that people want to do is look at using 3.5% down, so they want to look at that loan amount. So we have to make sure it stays within the complying limits of FHA for our county.
Okay, wonderful. So it is per county for certain limits of areas.
Yep.
Okay, that's good to know.
But as far as like some of the other loan programs, you have certain income limits, and FHA does not require. There's no income limits for FHA, so anybody can use it.
That's very good. What are some of the credit requirements to qualify for an FHA loan?
Well, typically, for most credit, you have to have at least a 620 to 640 credit score. But the thing is, the good thing with the FHA is it's very liberal as far as credit. So some people have maybe a bankruptcy in their past or a foreclosure in the past. You don't have to wait as long as, for instance, conventional financing. So with bankruptcy, you can be 2 years outside of a bankruptcy. Foreclosure can be 3 years, and then you qualify for those things. So FHA is a little bit more liberal when it comes to those type of things.
Yeah, that's phenomenal, because usually you hear like 7-year minimum that people can't get another home after something that devastating.
Exactly.
So that's a great option for people to have that a lot sooner, to get back on their feet and own a home again.
Exactly.
Wonderful. So what other kind of qualifications would somebody go this direction with an FHA?
Well, I mean, the good thing is like sometimes people are just getting out of school or something where they don't have a lot, their income is not at the level that they would love to have it at. So they're trying to qualify with the income level that they're at, with their debt that they maybe have some student loans, car payments, credit card, those types of things coming out of college. And so a lot of times when you have that, it's called a debt to income ratio. So sometimes how much debt, your monthly payments in comparison with your credit and your income, you want to have that, it can go a little bit higher with FHA. So it's a little allowed to push that a little bit higher than you could maybe a conventional or USDA or rural housing bank.
Okay, wonderful. So that's a great point to make, that like a lot of college students, maybe some people that are renting, they don't think they can qualify for a house, and that it's out of their reach and that they can't get a home. But it's very doable for a lot of people.
And it's a great thing. It's always fun to be able to sit down with a new first-time home buyer or somebody just wanting to maybe haven't owned a home for many years because of certain reasons. So it's great to be able to see them and have them come in and actually sit down and qualify and go, because their eyes just light up and they go, I can actually qualify for a home.
Exactly.
So it's wonderful.
I love that part. Exactly.
That's the fun part of my job.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page on that one. When we get to help somebody, they get excited about home ownership.
And speaking about helping, a lot of times with the FHA, there's a 3.5% required down payment. But a lot of times you can use gift funds from family members. You can also use, there's other programs out there that we can use to help supplement that 3.5% down. Sometimes parents, we love our children, but sometimes you have those children, they've been living in the basement for a few years, and parents would just love to get them out of there and get them on their own.
Give them that gift.
You give them a gift and let them move on. So that's great. And then also with FHA, it's a great one for family, maybe a mom or dad or grandparent. They would love to sit down and maybe co-sign with them as well, so they have to qualify for a little bit more.
Well.
So maybe with their income level right now, just because certain circumstances, maybe they're just not quite up there, but maybe they'll sit down with their grandparents or their parents and say, let me help co-sign with them, and then that way I can help them qualify for a little bit more, and then maybe in a couple of years they refinance, get them off the loan program, and be in a better situation.
Exactly. Yeah. So lots of great options to offer to other people that don't let that down payment scare you. That 3.5, there's lots of avenues that we can use to get you into a home without being a very huge obstacle with that. So that's great. Now, given the situation of what we're all dealing with in the world today, there is some little bit of delay in some loan programs.
Sure.
Is that one of them? If FHA experiencing that?
FHA, no. It's a normal. It usually takes typically 30 days. Right now, given the circumstances, the situation, the environment we have, usually within 30 days we can have them wrapped up.
So that's why I think the biggest takeaway is that if you don't think you can qualify, definitely it's worth giving Jeff a call at Citywide Home Loans and make sure that you can kind of have him run your numbers and see where you're at. I think sometimes people are surprised and pretty excited that they have the option of the home ownership at this point in their life.
Well, thanks for having me.
Definitely.
Appreciate
Thanks for coming in and spending
bet.
this time with us and
You bet.
enlightening us on the FHA loan home program.
Yeah, you bet. Anytime.